Good morning, learners, and welcome back to school. So today we will be discussing a topic. Okay, so before that, it is workout time. I need to test your previous knowledge. Okay, so brain workout. Identify the following sentences below. Clap your hand twice if it is an active voice, and clap your hand thrice if it is in a passive voice. Okay, number 1. Emma writes a letter. Number 2. The mail was given by John. Number 3. Kyle washed the dishes. Number 4. A brownie is being baked by Mike. Number 5. Ellie has to deliver the letter. Okay, so for the answer, number 1, Emma writes a letter. It is an active voice. So, 1, 2. Number 2, the meal was given to John. So, it is a passive voice. So, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Number 3, Kyle washed the dishes. It is active voice. So, 2 claps. 1, 2. For the fourth one, a cake is being baked by Mike. It is in a passive voice. So 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And number 5, Ellie has to deliver the letters. It is in an active voice. So 2 claps. 1, 2. Very good. Okay, I think we can now proceed. So, based on our activity, what do you think is our lesson for today? Okay, let's see if your guesses are right. Okay, so today we will be discussing active and passive voice. Okay, so I will be your teacher, Mrs. Reniel Joy Dimora. Okay? Our objective for this lesson. At the end of the lesson, the learners must be able to, number 1, differentiate active and passive voice. Number 2, construct sentences in active and passive voice. Number 3, use the passive and active voice meaningfully in varied contexts. What do you think is an active and passive voice? Okay, let's see. For the first one, active voice. In an active voice sentence, the subject performs the action on the object. It tells us what a person or thing does. So we need to always remember the formula on how to construct active voice. So it is the subject, the verb, and the object. Okay, example. Anna painted the house. So in this example, Anna is our subject. Verb is an action word or yung kilos. So in this sentence, we can see that painted is our verb. And object, it is the thing that is being acted upon. House. Okay, house. So Anna is the subject, painted is the verb, and house is the object. Another example, Ali posted the video online. So in this sentence, Ali is our subject. Okay, and verb in the sentence is the action word. So the action word in the sentence is posted. So therefore, that is our verb. And the object being acted upon in this sentence is the video. So that is our object. Okay, I hope you understand that one. Now let's proceed. Passive voice. In a passive voice sentence, the subject is the one who receives the action. If in the active voice, the subject is the one who performs the action, in passive voice, the subject is the one who receives the action. It tells us what is done to someone or something. So we should also remember the formula in constructing passive voice. It is the object, verb, and subject. If it is in the passive voice, subject comes first, then verb, and then object. But in the passive voice, object comes first, verb, then subject. So example, house here, this is the object, the house, that is our object. And the verb here, the action word is painted, so that is our verb. And Anna is our subject. So Anna is the one who receives the action. So the house was painted by Anna. Another example, the video was posted online by Ali. So the video here is our object, which is acted upon, and the verb, which is the action word, is posted. Posted. So Ali here is our subject. Okay, I hope you get it. Okay, we'll give you 5 minutes to do this task. So I want you to construct 5 sentences in an active voice and convert it into passive voice. So just test yourself if you really understand. If you haven't, you can always go back to the topic. You can always go back to the discussion. Just thoroughly understand the discussion. Okay? To sum it up, or as a generalization for our discussion today, so active voice, subject, verb, object. Example, John kicked the ball. We should always remember that active voice, the subject will perform the action. Okay, so subject, verb, object. While in the passive voice, we should always remember that subject will be the one to receive the action. So the formula is object, verb, subject. Okay, and example, the ball was kicked by John. So in the ball there in the sentence is our object, and the verb or the action word is kicked, and the one who receives the action is John, so that is our subject. So I hope you understand the difference between the two. If you have further questions and you have further doubts, and you can always go back to our discussion on how to construct and what is the difference between the two. And so, are you now ready for a quiz? I know you are ready because this is just very simple, so I know you are ready. Okay, quiz time. Identify and convert the following sentences to active or passive voice. I want you to write your answers on your English notebook so that in the future you will have a reference or a guide what to study during our exams. So the first one, the reporters write news reports. Number 2, the bank was robbed by the thief. Number 3, Kim was making a cake. Number 4, new workers were hired by the company last year. Number 5, they have already discussed the book. You can always pause the video in answering and then play it back after you have finished the work. I think you are now ready. Okay, number 1, reporters write news reports. It is in a active voice. And the answer on how to convert it into passive voice, since it is in active voice, so the answer is the news report are written by the reporter. So that is the answer for number 1. Number 2, the bank was robbed by the thief. It is a passive voice, and since it is a passive voice, we need to convert it into active voice. So the answer is the thief robbed the bank. Okay, number 3, Kim was making a cake. It is in a active voice, and since it is in an active voice, we need to convert it into passive voice. So the answer is the cake was being made by Kim. Number 4, the new workers were hired by the company last year. It is in a passive voice, so convert it into active voice. So the answer, the company hired new workers last year. And the last one, they have already discussed the book. It is in a active voice, so we need to convert it into passive voice. The answer is the book has already been discussed. Okay, very good. Good job in reaching this far. See you again next class, okay? Bye!